to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me keep on running toes. They gonna take it.
You want me to get out of
I've been doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Man. Welcome back to Refuse to Lose. I know you seeing the cast up here today. You know, we got my boy Davey Dollars. He out today. And you also see Joe. He's out as well. But I think he in the comments. I ain't checking the comments just yet because first things first, when we talk dynasties, let's talk about the past and the present, right? Got my boy Teddy on the show today, man. What's up, Teddy?
What's good, Tomo? How you doing, man?
Man. I'm doing better than the Broncos salary cap right now. So Woo! Talk about just paying. Oh yeah, okay. So we're gonna have a fun feel. I see Carl in the comments already. He's talking about he off today. Yep. It's dynasty talk, man. It's dynasty talk.
Here we go.
Yeah. So if you tuned in right now, make sure you hit that like button on YouTube, Facebook, and hit the repost button on X. Some of y'all still call it Twitter. You know, his mama named him Clay, so I'm gonna call him Clay. But make sure you share it with a friend so you can join in on this conversation because it's gonna be very, very interesting. And hey, Carl, I just thought about it. If you off, hop on the show, man. Come on up here, man. We need some Josh Allen, FJA. It's free agency. A lot to talk about. One more thing, light up that comment section because with the comment section, it keeps the show going. And we're going to talk about some chats and, becoming a member. A lot's going to go on. But we want to make sure that you are a part of the conversation. Hey, you know the link, man. Make it happen. So our first topic, we're going to go straight into talking about Russ. But I'm going to say one more thing, though. Hey, BWT, Teddy, give us a little bit about what's going on in this baseball season before we start talking about Russ.
Hey, so right now we got spring training ramping up. We got like 23 more days left until opening day when the Dodgers take on the Padres in South Korea. That's going to be live at 6 a.m. Eastern time. So, I will be up with a chance to watch Yamamoto pitch. It's going to be an exciting year. It's going to be an exciting year for my Yankees. Juan Soto looks incredible right now. He's only played in 3 games. He's got 3 home runs, 3 doubles. He's like 6 for 9. So I'm amped.
See, look, we told y'all Refuse to Lose is not just a show. It's a network. And because of this network, there's a $ down at the bottom because you always want to make sure that you donate to the kids. You know how the kids be outside and they got their football teams and their basketball teams with their buckets. So just hit that $, drop something there, give us a super chat because we will read it on there. We're going to stop everything. We're going to hit you with and we're going to read the comment because we always appreciate, like Joe says, all the donations and the gifts.
Donations, gifts.
Oh, see, it worked today, Joe. I'm thinking it's the Kings. It worked perfectly today, Joe. If you're watching, that's crazy. But we got to do one more thing because I think Carl might jump on here at some point. Yep. But before the show starts, man, we can't start the show without saying,
turn me up.
And that's exactly what the Denver Broncos did when they told Russ, "Oh, Mr. Wilson, come here for a second, sir. I know the season hasn't started yet, but we're going to let you know that, hey, we're going to cut you. And because we own Walmart, we can eat this 85 mil salary cap hit. So we'll be okay. We'll go find it. There you go. We got CTC joining in just a second. And they said they'll eat this 85 mil salary cap hit, which is one of the largest in NFL history. So look at Russ making waves again. Teddy, where you think Russell Wilson will go?
Man,
why you answering that? I'm gonna bring Carl up.
Yeah. I think. What's up, Carl?
It's good. It was good.
I think Russ goes to the Falcons. I like what the offense, the young weapons that they got on Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and Bijan Robinson. I feel like that's what they were lacking last year in a 50-50 division. And Morris came out and said that if they had better quarterback play, they would have done better, like overall. So I think he's going to push to go get Russ.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the stage, CTC, Carl. Man, I wish we would have known you was off. We could have scheduled this a little bit better, but hey, better late than never. Yeah. How you feeling about this Russ situation, man? We already know the Broncos are going to eat that 85 mil salary cap hit. So where you think Russ going to go?
First of all, about the situation, I didn't know they was eating 85 million dead cap. Now it just makes no sense to me, because if you got to pay the man or eat the salary anyway, you might as well just keep him on payroll and pay him and just see what you can get. But I'm not a GM. I don't control the book, so none of those are my decisions. I'm just telling you what I would have did if I had to eat 85 million regardless. I like what Teddy said. I like the Falcons. I see Mark put the Titans. I don't think the Titans will pick up Russ because they got a young guy that I believe they believe in Will Levis, even though I don't believe in Will Levis, but that's not that's for another time. So I'm gonna go with the Falcons. I think the Steelers give Kenny Pickett another opportunity. It's a bunch of mixed reports coming about Pittsburgh saying they want to look for a quarterback, then the next one they don't want to look for a quarterback. They want to build with Pickett. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Falcons, like Teddy said, man. Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan, Tyler Algier, running back. I think they still got Cordero Patterson, who came in the league as a wide receiver, so he has wide receiver skills. You could put him back on that, back out there if you so choose to. And then the Falcons can also draft. I like the wide receivers in this draft class. So you can also draft a receiver. So I do like the Falcons pick. And then you bring Raheem Morris, who's our head coach, who can help with that defense. Defense had a really good year last year with Jesse Bates and AJ Terrell and guys like that. So I think the Falcons is a good spot for us.
Hold up.
And that's exactly what Future gonna say when he signed. But shout out to Joe for the $4.99 super chat. Kings lost to the Bulls. Shaking my head. Good game, Cardo. But draft Jaden or Drake, sign Russ, and then have them sit for 2 years. Which I think. Oh, a year or two. Which I think.
So the Falcons, where they sit? They sit too high to get Jaden or Drake, right?
Yeah, I don't think they'll
be able to do that.
I think they all go in the top three.
Because I think the Falcons are like 8 or something, right?
Top 3? Is this right? Washington. Yep. Nah, the Falcons are 8. Yep, you're right.
Hey,
and Tennessee is at 7. Hey, CTC, man, you be on point, bro.
Did not look it up. Joe's asking, should the Patriots do that?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Should the Patriots do it?
Oh.
Patriots got some money. They got some money. They can do it. And I don't think Russ is getting paid this offseason. I think Russ going to have to take some pay cut. Yeah. You know what? To be different, I like that. Now, the draft them, I don't know, because you know how draft picks get looked at. You get drafted top 5, you expect to play right away. Because they got to decide if they're going to re-up on your deal or not. So that one can get tricky. But I'm not mad if Russ goes to the Pats, but the Pats got to put something around Russ.
I can see them doing that with the draft capital, and the old GM ain't there no more, so he's not going to be as stubborn. They might actually try to build something around what they got.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you both said the Falcons, because that's a safe bet. I like I like Pittsburgh, but again, the whole back and forth, it feels like they're doing the same thing that Justin Fields is getting done with Chicago. Is like, do we want him? Are we gonna trade him? It's like, just make up your mind. You kind of seen what the kid is. You seen what Pickett is. You got rid of the offensive coordinator. You seen he had the one good game. Technically, he is who he is. You know what Russ can bring to this situation. You already got wide receivers who was giving up in the middle of the season because of what was happening with Kenny Pickett. I think Russ will be okay there. A few other teams that you might want to look out for is, I mean, depending upon salary cap, I can see the Vikings trying to make a push for him now because, you know, they say Kirk Cousins is going to test free agency. If I'm Kirk, I don't know why you want to test free agency because the Vikings was always giving you guaranteed money. But if you want to go somewhere else and get a real actual structured contract, by all means do that. You got the Vikings. I will bring up the Commanders, but I'm not even going to do that. They in the top two. They got their chance to get a quarterback. So why would you even entertain Russ? You got Vegas, who possibly could do it as well. But I really do think his home is the Falcons.
Yeah.
Y'all think Kirk really leaving the Vikings? I don't see it.
I don't think so. If you smart and your agent there, I'm not leaving the Vikings. Like, they're going to pay you. And Justin Jefferson there. It's home.
Yeah, I don't think he's leaving either.
But for me, as a Cowboy fan, I hope you do leave because then they could trade Trey Lance. And then now everybody got to see if the Cowboys actually going to do the 60 mil situation. Like, it's a lot going on there, but we'll figure it out.
And
I like
can
that.
I say something real quick? Hey, Javon, I know I roasted you. I ain't roasted you for that. I roasted you for calling a Drake made Mac Jones 2.0. Don't you ever disrespect my man like that again.
Who, Mac Jones?
No, Drake made.
I'm messing with you. Hey, Carl, before we go into the next segment, because I think we all kind of are clear cut on this situation with Russ. Honestly, I just think he got dealt a bad hand by going to the Broncos with the coaching situation and everything. We all kind of agree there, but you just want to give the people a little insight on CTC.
All right, so my show, Carl Talking College, CTC is the initials. So yesterday had a little rant, not one, maybe a couple rants yesterday. So going over the polls, the top 25 rankings, but I do stuff like that. I go over the rankings, college football, college basketball. Today I'm predicting a couple tournaments this week. You got the ASUN, you got the Missouri Valley, you got the Ohio Valley, you got the Northeastern Conference tournament. There's a couple tournaments like that. I'm giving predictions, and I give previews into games, recaps, all types of stuff. So if you if you wanna listen to some college sports, get to know a couple players, learn some things too, check out CTC. I go live whenever I can. You know, work schedule would be kind of crazy, but yeah, man, I just talk this college basketball, talk this college football. I might go down memory lane once or twice. Might have did it once or twice, a couple episodes, like recently. But yeah, and also JJ McCarthy to the Patriots sounds like a Patriot move. You would hate that, but hey, your fellow Patriot put it up there.
Bro, I watched him throw at the combine. Oh my goodness, he's awful.
Hey, if you change his name to Lamar Jackson, they'd be trying to ask him to play wide receiver.
Bro,
Man,
bad. He was missing. He was late on the hips. He was.
Wait, did anybody see him throwing that football to Blake Corum in the hotel?
No, I didn't
They
see
was
it.
like JJ McCarthy trying to get extra work before the combine. Bro, threw a pass. Nobody around Blake Corum had to jump to catch it. I was like, this is not the play you want to show.
They posted that?
Yes.
All right, look, people gotta realize the thing about the media nowadays, right? Unless you're live, you can do it again. Like, you don't have to post that.
No, he had to jump to catch it. I was like, I didn't want to pick another throw. This is the one. Okay.
They did that for TikTok, man. They got to do that. People just want to go viral. They like, if your name is out there, then people will talk to you. And maybe you can get drafted by the Giant because they talking about they don't want Daniel Jones no more.
Oh, God, yeah. That's a whole nother topic.
Hey, it's a sad day in the NFC East, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Because Daniel Jones was guaranteeing me an actual 2 wins again a season, but now that he might be out of there, it's getting a little ugly. I told y'all last year, man. Hey, Dak, that Packers game messed us up. We supposed to win it. That was our window. Some people may say it's closed. I still think we got a little crack. Not all the way open. We got a little crack. Speaking of windows that's closed, though, it's time to hang up the cleats, man. We got to talk about one of the best centers in the NFL. Oh, I want to say one more thing for everybody that's listening. Both of the shows that Teddy and Carl do, there's a link in the description. There will be a link in the description. It's on our homepage on Refuse to Lose. So if you're not subscribed to their pages, you can go to the YouTube page and subscribe, and then click that notification bell too. Because like Carl said, he go based upon the work schedule. And Teddy, with baseball, you never know when he might go live. So boom, make sure y'all do that. Just do that for me. And we already got one donation. But NFC East, shaking it up. One of the best centers in the league says, you know what? I'm tired of getting my tush pushed. I'm done. Y'all know I had to take a shot. Y'all know I had to. But after 13 seasons, Jason Kelce is hanging up the cleats, man. He had a 40-some minute exit interview or retirement announcement yesterday. He got a little emotion up there, but after 13 years of playing in Philadelphia, I can understand it. You got 1 Super Bowl, 6 Pro Bowls, and 7 Pro Bowls and 6 all pros. What does this do for the Eagles next season? And me being in the NFC East, I could take the slander route, but I'm not going to do it. I think they'll be okay. There will be a very questionable 4th down play now because it was guaranteed, and most people think that the tush push started when what's the guy name? He's always crying. Nick Sirianni. They think the push started when Nick Sirianni got there. Actually, it didn't. The QB sneak was because of Kelce. They forgot when Carson Wentz was there, the Eagles were still doing a QB sneak, and its success rate was over 80% with Carson Wentz. Now you just add in a guy who was like, ooh, let's add in an extra element of pushing people over. Success rate went from 80 to like 90%. So to me, I think it's still going to be okay. I think we have a comment, and I thank you for that alley-oop, man.
That's why I made that face, bro. Joe is stupid. And if you're in the chat, you know why that's hilarious.
Hey, click the link to become a member so you can join the chats. There's going to be a commercial coming up to tell you a little bit more, but I'm telling you, man, you want to be a part of these inside jokes, man. So I think their offense may take a slight step back as far as just because of the center. You always got to, the chemistry between the quarterback and the center has to be there. And Kelce and Hurts, it wasn't the best snaps in the world, but it worked. And then you also knew 3rd and 1, if we don't get this, 4th and 1, it's game time. You get an extra set of downs. So shout out to Kelce for having a great career. I'm glad he was one of those leaders in the locker room, one of those players that actually did get a ring. He blocked for a lot of people. You got to think of my media nemesis, Shady McCoy. He probably doesn't even know about me, but hey, it is what it is. You got to think about not Travis Kelce. You got Shady McCoy, AJ Brown, best year of receiving, who was the center, Kelce. You got to think about Devontae Smith, Miles Sanders, just all the running backs that had great years behind this guy. It's going to be a sad day in Philly, man. I know a lot of people that was crying. I know a few Eagles fans, they were on the timeline. They were actually shedding tears, and they were like, you're happy right now. I'm not happy he's retiring. I'm happy we not doing nothing about my team. Like, come on. I'm sad, too. You act like we winning, too. So it is what it is, but I want to ask you guys, Carl, how you think this impact will affect the Eagles next season?
I think this does take a slight blow to the Eagles because the center is like I guess the powerhouse of the O-line. He helps with protections. He helps get the protection calls to the linemen. Like, obviously, Jalen Hurts is the one calling out protections, but Kelce is the one that is like second in command with that. Now, an Eagles fan told me that Kelce is the one that calls protections. So if that's the case, Jalen Hurts better learn it quick. But normally it's the quarterback. But I think they could be fine. It's a center in the draft I really like out of Oregon, Jackson Powers-Johnson, who's really good. Nice. So they can probably rebound and select him there if they don't have a contingency plan already. I feel like the Eagles may already had a contingency plan, though, because Kelce was getting up there in age, and it was rumored that he may retire last year. Mm-hmm. So I think they probably were like, okay, well, next year could be a possibility, so let's already have a plan B just in case. But like I said, Jackson Powers-Johnson is a pretty good center there that they could go get in the draft. But, yeah, I think the Eagles, they'll take a slight hit because he's obviously a really good player on that O-line. But I think they'll be okay. I don't think they dip. I don't think they become like the worst team in the NFC East. I don't think they become a middle-of-the-pack NFC team now. I think they'll be fine. But hats off, great career by Kelce. Like you said, 7-time Pro Bowler, 6-time All-Pro. One of the best centers of the 2010s. One could argue the best center of the 2010 decades, but that's neither here nor there. Just shout out to him. Great career.
Teddy.
Yeah, I wouldn't go too far calling him the best. I
I
got
knew.
I'm just saying some would argue.
a guy named David Andrews who's got a couple of them things. You know what I'm saying? But
We can't use rings to say you're the best center.
Hey, I'm not a Philly fan, but I know if they were in the comments, the first thing he would say was, "Well, he beat your team."
yeah, I
That's
know.
the main character syndrome. You know how they act.
Yeah, I got you.
That's how he got his ring. But I mean, they're no longer in 4-down territory like you guys mentioned. And that was key for their offense last year. Just knowing that you had four downs every time. It helps you guys out. I feel like they're not gonna dip too far. But definitely with the blocking schemes, it's gonna be a little bit of an adjustment for Hurts, right? Now he actually, like Carl said, he's got to call them out. So that's gonna be key for them. And you couldn't put on a suit for your retirement jersey, your retirement thing. Like you go up there in a cut sleeve shirt, dude. Like
I thought he came from practice.
That's him. I love it. That's him.
Yeah.
Oh man, I get it. It's him, but like, man, everybody else is all like suited up, and then you got him, and like it's. I mean,
I promise you, I thought he came from like the practice. I was like, man, he just made this
That's
announcement.
what I was like. I was like, bro, what? But that's him though. Like I can't even be mad at it.
I get it, but it's still like, bro, it's the off season. Nobody's in. Like he was in the facility working out and said, you know what, it's time, y'all. Let's go. He just walked out there. But I will say this though, I just thought about it, and Carl, I'm glad you brought that up. If this is a new offensive scheme, because they did get Kellen Moore, and you also got to think the center's gone. That's going to be a lot for Jalen Hurts to actually have to accomplish this year. Because I can see the first 6 games being a rocky road. You got to fill that gap. Yes, Cam Jurgens, I think he's going to be the replacement. But think about all the years where we hear it all the time in the NFL chat where Jalen Hurts hasn't had the same offensive coordinator since they went to the Super Bowl. Now you're taking away a pillar on the offensive line with a new offensive scheme. It's going to be a lot going on, man. See it right there. I got you. What we got here? Joe busy. Shout out to Joe with the 7 numbers. 7 months. We've been doing this for a while, y'all. I know it's hard to rank centers, but Jeff Saturday or Travis Kelce. Oh, my goodness. Hashtag HTTC. Hashtag let's get Caleb. Hashtag swipe a season. Jeff Saturday. I think he meant Jason Kelce.
Definitely.
Because if Travis was playing center too, the Chiefs cheating. How you got a tight end and a center? I'm just saying. But who y'all got? Who y'all taking? Jeff Saturday or Jason?
Nostalgia probably kicking my behind on this one, but I'm gonna go Jeff Saturday.
Yeah, I'll probably go with Jeff Saturday as well.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna go with Jeff. I'm not gonna let that 1 year of him coaching skew my objectivity of how he was on the field because that was bad with the
bro. And he didn't have for him to come off the couch though and get a dub.
I mean, what team did he beat?
He wasn't coaching.
What team did he beat?
You said you're wild.
I'm just saying. That's why I'm going with Jeff. Yeah. Now Jason did his thing, man. Like I said though, the QB sneak is one of those missing elements that a lot of people didn't want to talk about. They kept always saying the pushes, it's all Hurts, and I was like, nah, fellas. Like Kelce actually told y'all that it's an element to it. And once in that Bucs game, he didn't do his whole technique. It's kind of like free throws. He didn't do his technique, and the Bucs stopped it in a playoff game. But hats off to you. Like we all said, they are not going to take a major step back. But we're going to take a step back and we're going to hit this commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, the Milwaukee Bucks, everybody. Yep. It's okay, Teddy. You can get us back. So y'all just sit back, hit that like button, hit that share button, and we'll be right back.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri.
This is Ed Hahn.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
Oh man, I think I woke the comments up with that, man. Look, I was like, yeah. Aight. So as I said before the commercial break, we got to talk about one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. I see Teddy got the Boston hat on, but we talking about the Milwaukee Bucks, man. They were down almost like 40 points yesterday. They found a way to come back. Dame dropped 41. The Bucks have now won 6 straight with Doc Rivers on the sideline being the coach. Meanwhile, Boston, they killing everything at home. They just came off of that Sunday victory. They had the Warriors out here wondering if they need to go call Jordan Poole. They trying to tell Draymond, hey, just go do podcasts, bro. We good. But because they bucking back at number 2 now in the Eastern Conference, how much of a threat are the Bucks to the Boston Celtics? And we ain't gonna say too much. We gonna let the floor is yours, Seth.
I'm gonna go with a 4 out of 10.
Oh, brother.
All right. It's just, of course, Dame picks the night where I pick him under on points to go off. But I don't like the Bucks defensively. When it comes to the individual matchups against the Celtics, like who's gonna guard Tatum?
The Nazis.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't like them at all. I've been saying all year that they're a joke from game 3 it was or 5. And me and Carl went at it in the comments, in the chats. But standing on it, 10 toes down, like my boy Jamin would say. But nah, I don't see them as a threat. It's definitely going to be them too. I think at the end of the playoffs, you cannot count out the Miami Heat when it comes to the postseason. For some reason, they're there. They're always there. So you can't count them out. But and with them beating the Bucks last year in the playoffs, so you can't count them out. But I don't think they match up with us at all.
And when you say us, who is us?
The Boston Celtics, the best team in the NBA, the team that takes the parquet in the Garden.
Record-wise.
Hey, I mean, when Dame went to the Bucks, Carl, you put your ticket in. Said, hey man, fear the deer.
Y'all know, man. Dame my favorite player in the league. Y'all know I go hard for stuff, but Dame is my favorite player in the league.
So how you feeling, man? How much of a threat are the Bucks to the Celtics?
So it's hard to tell right now because, like J-Mo said, the Bucks are unpredictable. You hear about them going on this losing streak to now they're 6-0 after All-Star break. So it's hard. And yeah, they're 6-0, and you can say, oh, they beat the Hornets twice. But they also beat the Bulls. They just beat the Clippers last night with Giannis, and they beat the Timberwolves. So it's like they got some great wins in that. And they're still trying to figure things out, in my opinion. But here's the X factor why I think that 4 is BS. And it's none other than Patrick Beverley. I know you're going to say, hey, Carl, Patrick Beverley. But for some reason, wherever he goes, teams win. The Bulls with Patrick Beverley turned it around. The Clippers with Patrick Beverley. Okay, now I don't give Patrick Beverley 100% for them because the Clippers are still good. But y'all get what I'm saying. Like, Patrick Beverley brings an attitude, as the older people would say, a swagger to teams that he plays with. It's undeniable at this point. People don't like Patrick Beverley because he's not going to give you 20. He's not going to give you 30. He's not going to score. He's going to play tough-nosed defense. He's going to hack you. He's going to piss you off if you're playing against him. He's going to talk trash, but that gets his guys going. It's a comment that's going to come up that says even Minnesota. Absolutely correct. Patrick Beverley, to me, is the X factor for this Bucks team to give the Celtics a threat level of a 7 or an 8. If the Bucks can continue to play, oh shoot, my bad, I gotta read that.
Oh, now you was on the rant. The CTC took over. I was like, hey, shout out to Dave, man, another 7-month member. You know he's one of the co-hosts up here. I meant to say that about Joe as well. You know, we got new people following us every day, so Joe is one of the co-hosts also. But watch out for watch out for mental health. I started reading his name. Watch out, Boston. LOL. Hashtag R2L. Hashtag Let's Go Heat. Hashtag Duke.
Read it.
Hashtag Nana Empire. Hashtag Dave's Doghouse. Hashtag Healing the Mental Health. That means men with mental health. Hashtag Dummy Bros. I had to read Nana's Empire. Go ahead, Carl. Continue with your
Hey, all you had to say was Super Bowl losing streak, but yeah, man. I think Patrick Beverley going to that team was huge. You even had Dame come out, or there's a report I saw that Dame told Patrick Beverley, I don't play defense. I mean, I play defense when I'm asked to play defense. I've just never been in situations to have to been asked to play defense. So there might be something there, but I think the Bucks, if they can continue to play like this, is a huge threat to the Celtics. I get it. The Celtics are really good offensively and defensively. Tatum is obviously one of the best scorers in the league. But we have to see it consistently throughout the playoffs. We see it. We see it so much in the regular season, but then we see it taper off. We have to see it in the postseason consistently. So I think the Bucks are a 7-8 level threat.
Hey, man, you know, it's something about that FJA membership, man, because I say the same thing about the Celtics. They just have to show the consistency. But with the Bucks, I feel the same way about this regular season, where it's like, all right, you got the new head coach, you got Dame, you all on a 6-game win streak, and that's like Joe said, that will happen with, you know, new coaches, new philosophy. But I don't really think Doc did too much to change anything because the defense didn't really improve. But it did show up a little bit more once who got there? Pat Bev. I mean, more people got irritated also, and they probably did want to play more because they wanted to get off the bench because they were sitting next to Pat Bev. Brooke Lopez, I talk about that one clip where Pat Bev picked up the clipboard and was like, this is the play. And Brooke was looking at him like, bro, I've been here longer than you. Why are you telling me? Like, I know the play. So to me, the Bucks are a threat, and only because they are a threat to the Celtics in the playoffs. Teddy, I told you, it's just like this team right here. When y'all get in the playoffs, I gotta see it. I seen y'all get there before, but you just gotta prove me wrong. I'm ready to go to Boston and tell everybody, like, look, Jason Tatum is the face of the NBA. He made his mark. Boom. But when you got Giannis and Thanasis on the other side of the court, and they ready to say, look, I'm going to do my same old moves. I'm gonna drive the lane and I'm gonna do my layups or I'm gonna dunk. If you don't create a wall, we're gonna win. But also think about it like this: Dame can go for 42. So who gonna check Dame? Jaylen Brown? He gonna stop him?
Drew Holiday.
Oh, it's personal. But then we got Pat Bev to come off the bench to get in his face too. So
listen. Of course, Carl brings up Pat Bev. You got to be in the chats to understand that one. But listen, I'm Pat Bev. He does a lot of this. He does a lot of this. And yeah, he might be a pesky defender. That's cool, but can you guard 5 guys on the court? What happens when we throw it down to Porzingis? Is he gonna guard him?
Bro, they got Giannis, they got Brooke.
And Robin. It's a family affair over there in Milwaukee. I'm telling you.
They got Giannis, they got Brooke. And yes, J-Mo, you are absolutely correct. You know how I feel about Doc.
But also, it's one team, though, that didn't really win, or they started to tamper a little bit. Where Pat Bev did go. He did play for the Lakers. Remember that run with the Lakers? He won the best. It was 50-50.
That's when he brought out the camera.
Yeah, that in Boston.
Yep.
Saying something about them Lakers though, Carl. We gotta say Pat Bev did. He was changing culture everywhere he went, but when he got to LA with LeBron, it just didn't seem the same.
Yeah.
Come on, neighbor. You got to see where I'm going with this.
I don't know, neighbor.
I agree with Jovan on this comment.
What do you say? Different. Yeah, that's true.
But I feel you, but we got to see it in the playoffs. That's why I said the Bucks. The same thing with the Bucks. They got to play this well in the playoffs.
And they still got Doc. And look what Doc does in the playoffs.
Okay, let's ignore that. We're gonna push past that. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm just saying the element for both of these teams.
Playoffs, you forget one thing.
He is though, General. He is. No matter where he goes, he is a culture setter. Like that is a fact. Him and Jimmy Butler kind of all in the same, but Jimmy is a better player. But wherever Jimmy goes, he kind of sets the culture. That's why when them two was on the same team, it was hell in Philly, and they was in Minnesota together, right?
Who, Jimmy and
Pat Bev? They was in Minnesota together. No?
I think they missed each other.
I don't think Jimmy and Pat Bev was in Philly together.
They wasn't?
No.
I thought they was on the same team.
No, I think Pat Bev was in LA.
Okay, that makes sense. Because if he was in Minnesota with them, Cat would have retired. Because I don't think he ain't having that. That's too much. Same thing. I don't know. Embiid got better. Embiid definitely got better when Jimmy went there. So yeah, it's true. Matter of fact, just send Pat Bev down to Miami. Nah, that's bad for Boston. Then you talking about threats? That's really bad.
Not worried about him. Bring out the brooms.
Oh, brother.
So let me ask this question before we get out of here. All right. If it comes down to it, because at the rate it's going, y'all will probably have to see each other in the Eastern Conference Finals, right? In 7 games, what's the series? I know you got y'all winning, but what does the series go to?
5.
Oh, you give them 1 game?
Yeah.
You go 4-1?
Yeah. We're not playing around. We're not playing around this postseason. I'm telling you. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm putting respect on my team. We are gonna see Jason Tatum go like this in Boston City Hall with the Finals MVP and the we're gonna be crazy. Members only, right? Me and Joe, we're gonna be there.
Joe gonna have to be there because it's the only time you're gonna see a finals parade.
Oh, you're foul.
I had to get him back, man, because he was talking bad about the Wizards.
Me into them BS.
Hey, man, he said something about the Wizards, and I was like, I told you, Joe. I told you. When we had that hashtag, you don't know my pain, and he was like, the Kings was never this bad. It's like I tried to tell you, man.
Hey,
something about
we
this.
so bad. Both our teams so bad. Is it bad? I was rooting against y'all last night, so we could be above y'all again.
Hey, this is totally off topic, but hey, 9-52. When y'all was winning, when y'all was playing Orlando, and I seen y'all was getting smoked, and I watched y'all start coming back. I was like, "Come on, Orlando, come on!" I just want the Wizards to win 2 more games, so we could at least have a 2-game break. And this is how bad being a Wizards and a Pistons fan is. Look what we rooting for. 11 wins. We are rooting for 11. Teddy, you don't gotta hold your face down like that. All right, it's cool.
I'm sorry.
We know you're the best team in the Eastern
We
Conference.
got supremely off topic.
You guys
Oh,
got
man.
you guys are trying to get to as many losses as we got.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We be back. And when we come back, it's gonna be over for the league. Ain't that right, Carl?
Oh, man, let's get back on topic, bro. I don't want to talk about this no more.
I'm
Teddy's
crying.
disrespectful, bro. 4-1 is disrespectful for the Bucks. Oh, it was for the Bucks, right? Not the Heat.
Yeah, it was for the Bucks.
Yeah, you're disrespectful. I have that series going 7. Probably everybody win their home games, and it comes down to can the team finally win on the road. I have it going 7. Much respect to the Celtics for sure. It's going to be tough to stop that offense, like Teddy said, with Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and now you got Derek White on the perimeter with Drew Holiday. Probably, you can have Drew Holiday at times driving, kick, stuff like that. You got Porzingis down low. I don't want to bring up my boy coming off the bench because Teddy might get pissed, but he is coming off the bench, and he does. I think he's going to play well in the playoffs. But you got to stop them too. You got Dame who can shoot from anywhere on the floor. You got Giannis who's hard to stop getting to the rim. You got Bobby Portis that can score off the bench. You got guys, Chris Middleton when healthy, he can mid-range assassin. I know people like to use that a lot. He can score on the floor from the mid-range. So you got to stop them like they have to stop you. And I get you have more perimeter defenders. But if the Bucks can figure something out team defensively, like with team defense, then I think it's going to go 7.
I see 6, and that's because of a coaching blunder on Doc's part. Because Joe Mazzulla, his coaching has improved based upon the spacing that's on the floor now without Marcus Smart. But and Porzingis being there too, that adds a different element. So I see 6. I don't see 5 though. Yes. And then J-Mo asked, he said, "Does that mean y'all sweeping everybody else?"
I don't know.
You're not sweeping Miami if y'all play Miami. Knock it off.
Yeah, no. That's probably gonna be the toughest series we play.
I think for both teams, if the Bucks got to play them too, because Miami got the Bucks number 2.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
That's crazy. Look how Miami just got the 2 best teams' numbers, and they just chilling. Like we gonna find a way in the playoffs.
It's annoying. And Dave, if you want to keep adding to my Celtics attire, that would be great.
Uh-oh.
So
what's your in-season record right now against the Heat?
4-0.
Man, sound like they need to replace their smoke detector batteries, man. But let's get on up out of here, fellas. I knew it was something different about that background today. But I appreciate y'all, man, joining the show today, man. Of course, the comments was lit. I know we done got a few bets started. There you go. Now not beating the Bucks.
To the chats.
Man, yeah. So about the chats, man, make sure y'all click the link below to become a member because that's the only way you can join. Excuse me. You can join these chats. We got the 3 levels. We got the pro level for $2.99, all-star level for $4.99, and then the superstar level for $9.99. And with the pro level, you get loyalty badges next to your name and comments. And Mark has been here a lot today, and I never noticed this, but hey, Mark, I'm saying it on the show, man. You gotta become a member. Like, you get the loyalty badges, man. I know you loyal to the soil, but you gotta get the badges, man. And we will talk about the Wizards and Pistons on a members only video because I have nothing not sensitive to say about that team. Speaking of member only videos, you become the all-star for $4.99. You can check that out because I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of cursing on that one. You get to join the multiple chats and you request a segment, topic, or nominee. And just like Joe did, he requested a topic, but it won't be on this show. It will be on the members only. And for the superstar level, you get the same perks from the all-star and the pro level. You get to join the Arch Will chat, get to be a guest on the show. I would say I think that's across all the shows, right? You would say they could be a guest on all the shows. Why not? It's a network. You just don't want to come here and talk to us. You might want to talk baseball with Teddy, or you might want to talk about the Terps with Carl, right?
No, you don't.
I don't.
I mean, if you want to talk about the church for free, but it's probably gonna be a members only.
You are right, because they are killing me. I'm tired of seeing them up being 20. Then the next thing you know, halftime. After that, it's like Terps lose by 5. How? What's going on here? But that's just all my teams. So again, we get awards and plaques as far as the superstars, and you get the member shout outs. So shout out to all the members: Tone, FFC coach. Actually, FFC is coming back. I heard it's coming back this week. I think Thursday. I don't want to book it until he confirms it, but I think it's Thursday. BWT, you see Teddy right there. You got Big O, Donnell, Joe, Dave, myself. Hey, before we leave, one more time though, tell the people about BWT.
Yeah, we will be live tonight at 9 p.m. predicting the Gold Glove and Silver Slugger Award winners for the upcoming season. And I'm excited for baseball. I'm getting ready to watch the Yankees in 1 o'clock spring training. This year's going to be fun. I can't wait.
CTC.
All right. So, like I said, my show called Talking College will go live later, probably around 5 o'clock, going over some predictions for some conference tournaments. Teams trying to lock in their automatic qualifiers for the tournament. Some conferences only get one. Majority of them conferences play this week. So, love the feeling of championship weekend because that means Selection Sunday is around the corner. Selection Sunday is actually 12 days away. Piggybacking off of the members, we will have an R2L bracket. So, you become a pro member, $2.99. You join the college basketball chat. You could get in the bracket challenge. I will ask later at a different time if we put in like $5 in the pot or whatever for, just to make it a little interesting or not. But there will be an R2L bracket. And also, I'm throwing this out there about CTC. Duke, Carolina is this weekend. If Carolina loses tonight, that game becomes winner takes all for the ACC regular season title. If you want to join to talk Duke, Carolina Friday night, because I got to work Saturday, let me know and we will set it up. So,
I'm still trying to figure out why Merlin was chasing all that money to go to the Big Ten. They could have just stayed there. They just had to chase the Big Ten.
Had to come up with the big boys.
Just for football. See, football reigns supreme in all areas of the world, man.
Oh, you heard my reign on CTC. Why you think UMass is now joining the MAC conference?
Well, they about to MAC it. But let's give our last words, man. Again, I appreciate y'all guys for joining the show. Joe, I am dead serious. I know we're going to talk about this at some point because the season is almost over, but free agency is ramping up. And the NFC East panel will be very, very interesting this year. I think all the panels will be interesting because the Patriots got some hope. Lamar, I know a lot of people have a lot to say about Lamar. Remember the last panel, they was talking about the Mahomes situation. I know, Carl. I know. I don't want to poke the bear, but I'm just saying, I know. It's going to be a lot, man. These all-season panels are ramping up. Like Carl said also, make sure y'all do join one of these chats because that bracket, everybody filling out brackets. So why not be able to talk trash with the people in the chat with the gifts, uncensored, with your bracket? Because I know who I got winning. They're making the Final Four, and it ain't the Spartans. Carl?
Oh, it ain't the Spartans for me either. That was no shot. I'm still hoping we make the tournament, bro. So that was not a shot to me. Anyway, appreciate y'all for having me on the show. I know it was last minute, but I had fun doing it. CTC, like I said, live later around 5 o'clock. Dave, hey, we played the Heat tonight. I think this is the first time we played since they beat us by one, where I think we got fouled and they ain't call it. So, hopefully we can win, get win number 10, and we a game in 14th place. A game in front of the Wizards. This is so nasty to say out loud, but yeah, free agency around the corner. Selection Sunday is around the corner. Selection Sunday, the best Sunday of the year. I may go like last year, do a live show, have people on. We obviously can't show Selection Sunday, but we could talk about it as it's being announced. So if you want to do that as well, let me know. And NFL draft right around the corner. Draft next month. It's gonna be huge. Yeah, those are my last words.
Yeah.
Driving in Texas. You shouldn't be driving in Texas, Joe.
Wait, what?
Yeah, ain't no call versus Pistons.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No call versus Pistons is nothing new. You right.
Yeah, always a pleasure being on. Like I said, BWT live tonight at 9. Make sure you guys tune in and make sure you guys are hitting that sub button, sharing this video for anybody who loves sports. because we're giving you guys all you need, right? So make sure you guys tune in.
Oh, can I get one more final last word off? It just came to my head.
Go ahead, because I was about to say Teddy.
Pistons got more wins than Michigan basketball team. All right, go ahead.
What? Hold on. What?
Yep. Michigan basketball team only got 8 wins so far in the season. Pistons got 9.
How come they don't do that in the NBA like they do NFL? They be like, if this was a college team, they could probably beat them. Like the Wizards and the Pistons might need to go to NCAA right quick so we can
join the Big Ten, baby.
You know what I mean?
They about to draft.
Dubs. What'd you say?
They about to draft Caitlin Clark.
Hey, all I'm saying is if you want to hit the 3, I ain't mad at it.
Oh, brother.
What? She could make Jordan Poole play better. Let me get out of here before I get suspended. See, every time I'm doing the show is just me and Carl. I always end up on suspension. So I'm going to end it now before I say something I'm not supposed to. Glad y'all was tuning in today. And we out. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.